The sweat is running through your forehead as you are struggling to make another step. The last one, and it will be over. The moment you make it, you don't feel the sweat, the pain, the struggle anymore. It's just you and this moment. It's like you were standing on top of the mountain and just shouting your name in the most glorious and victorious shout your lungs can take. Pain is not there, struggle is not there, but pride and memories will stay forever. This is more or less how I always imagined achieving something meaningful, something that I could be proud of. Have you ever imagined this kind of situation, these glorious moments of your lives? Even once? Great. Have you ever felt it? If you asked me this question even 6 months ago, I would probably say, no. It never happened to me, even though I wanted so bad. And every time I started to do new things, trying to grow a habit, something that would last, may it be even reading in the morning, or running in the morning, or cutting down on chocolate, my motivation just dropped after 5 or 6 attempts. 5 or 6 days. And you probably know that it takes at least 21 to get our bodies and our minds used to some things. So I was not even that close. Well, at first, of course, there were the energy and the endorphins and everything. And then the energy and the endorphins and the everything started to fade. Like in a relationship. I'm kidding. No, I'm not. And as it hurt so much, I just promised to myself, no, it's not going to happen again. So when in June my friend Paulina just forced me to join a team of runners for a charity run that would, 5-kilometer charity run, and it may sound not that long of a distance, but I hated running so much that it was like climbing a mountain for me. But of course I said yes. Well, what do you say if you're just asked, are you with us or not? Of course you say that you are with them. And the moment I said yes, I also knew that I would need some assistance. And I used Facebook as my secret weapon. And today I want to tell you how it went, what I learned, and what actually Facebook had to do with this. So maybe let's start from the back, from the last thing. Professionally, I handle communication with clients, with prospects, with partners. And also, I'm responsible for creating the internet presence of my company. Also in social media. So technically speaking, they pay me for using Facebook, which is kind of cool, and this is this part of my job that I like. I like the other parts as well, just to clarify. The idea was very simple. To wake up at 5:30 in the morning, as this was just the only time I was capable of doing something for myself, running or just exercising, and then writing a post about it. A very simple idea. The trick was to keep it going for 30 days in a row. Well, why 30? Because it's not too much, but long enough. And American scientists claim it worked. So I wanted to check up on this as well. So how did it go? Well, at first it was not that difficult. Well, maybe apart from the part of waking up at 5:30, I was just drugged by the endorphins and by the energy. And everything seemed so beautiful until the day number 9 or 13, but probably 9, when there was a breakdown. I really didn't want to continue. And at this point, it didn't matter if I let down my friends, if I run in this freaking run. I didn't want to wake up, exercise, do just nothing. And I was ready to quit. So I didn't wake up, I didn't exercise, and I didn't post anything, thinking that maybe this 1.5 billion people using Facebook daily would not notice that one of my posts was just missing. But they did. Well, some of them did. And in a second, I will tell you what I learned through that. But maybe before, let me just run a short test. Who of you use Facebook? Daily. For 40 minutes a day. That's the average. Hourly. Okay. And how many times a day do you check your Facebook app on the phone? Well, you don't have to say it out loud, it's just, if it's less than 14, it's still below the average. And maybe you are posting right now, are you? In case you are, just don't forget to put hashtag TEDxPoznan with the post, okay? Okay, so now that we have a settlement here, I can continue. There was, oh my God, where's my clicker? Thanks. Maybe 1.5 billion people didn't note that my post was missing, but my friends did. And I got something I didn't expect getting, and this was support. When I met them in the evening, they approached me and said, "Hey, Joe, are you okay? Is everything all right with you?" Well, yeah, why wouldn't I be okay? Well, because you didn't post anything today, and were you running or not? And this was the moment when it struck me. I mean, they didn't like the post even. They didn't comment on them. But still, when those 160 characters, when they were missing, they didn't hesitate to approach me and ask if I was fine. And I have to admit, it was a very touching moment. I knew that even if I just took the challenge on my own, I wasn't alone. So I decided to go further with it and ask one of my friends, a very sporty one, to join me in the mornings. But I mean, virtually. So I was running in Poznan, he was running in his city, but just every evening we texted each other on Facebook Messenger. Get ready for tomorrow. And then in the morning, are you ready? I'm running in 10 minutes. Very simple messages. But still, they were a very cute reminder that I was not giving up. Also, it made me feel like a part of a very small but powerful circle of trust. And as Boston University studies from 2012 show us, being part of a community, a group, a discussion group, you name it, is one of two triggers that keeps us coming back to Facebook and to social media. The second one is the opportunity to show ourselves to the world. And about this, I will tell you later on. What I learned through the support I was giving was that I didn't have to do things on my own. It was okay to have weaker days. It was okay to ask for help. I think I didn't realize it before with such power. And this made me want to continue and run to the day number 30, which was my goal and my reward. Whenever we start new things, may it be deciding to smile to our spouses every day for 30 days in a row, sometimes it's hard, or running every day, or writing 500 characters article or 500 words article every day, it's because we want to achieve something. Because there is either fear or pain underlying, and we don't want to feel it anymore. It can be the fear of losing connection with people we love, or just not feeling good with ourselves. Or sometimes maybe not being happy because we wouldn't be able to beat 50 Shades of Grey when it comes to book writing. But when we continue, then every step we take on the way is like a separate victory. We are one step closer to the people we want to become, and one step further from the pain we had. Posting every day made me realize where I was on the track. I mean, whether it was day 1 or 13 or 30, it motivated me to take next steps. And what I learned on the way is that when you start something just from zero, then every day is a reward, and every step is a separate victory. And being when you have never been before makes you see things in different light and with different eyes. And this is the third thing I realized throughout this simple Facebook challenge I took. Within those 30 days, I managed somehow to build a rapport, the connection with myself. As the challenge kept on going, I realized there was a shift between what I wrote in the beginning and what I was writing in the end of the challenge. I will give you some examples here. Day number 8, it's a new day, a new life, I'm feeling good, just a plain information. And then yesterday a break, today a new record. Well, okay, it was optimistic, but still it was just a piece of information. As the challenge kept on going, my mindset started to change. I started to realize there were some beautiful things I could observe in the mornings. That the whole world is watching us as we rise, or just that it's a beautiful thing to see raindrops in the morning. I know that it sounds crazy. And I also never believed people who said that running changed their lives. So I know where you are at this moment. Don't worry. Which is what I'm trying to say is that finding this moment just to do things just for my own, just for myself, made me more mindful and more aware. And this is what stayed with me. Even though this 30-day challenge is long over, the mindset stayed. So what I learned through this was that sometimes the gifts we receive and we don't expect them, they can be the most valuable ones. So to sum it up, the rapport, the support, the reward I received were so powerful that I decided to prolong the challenge to 50 days. And these were probably the most adventurous 50 days of my life. And maybe you think that my life must be very boring if this was so adventurous, but I think it's not that bad. I saw the power in the most commonly used social app in the world. It can actually build connection and it can build motivation if we just use it purposefully. And in this matter, it's just no different than any other tool in the world. Of course, we can use Facebook to build new habits, to talk about our thoughts, to express ourselves, to grow friendships. We can also use it just to waste time and upload photos of puppies and kittens. It's just up to us. It's up to us what we do with things we have. It's like with a knife and fire. Either you take it to prepare a dinner for your family, or you take away lives and burn down houses. It's up to us what we do with things we have. And this simple experiment of making a short note for 30 days in a row, and I learned not only to ask for help, to appreciate a single message that I received in the morning, to appreciate the virtual presence of another person, and a real conversation that was triggered by something I just posted somewhere in the internet. All those things kept my motivation on a really, really high level. And that was the most beautiful thing of all. So standing on a mountain and shouting your name with the most victorious shout your lungs can take, you know the pain was temporary. And pride and memories will stay forever. And that from the top of the mountain, you see a beautiful view, which is just a beginning of a new journey. A journey with a single step being a separate victory. So I wish you a very victorious Saturday and the rest of your lives.
Joanna Chmiel.